What was I talking about? Always the same thing. I rant, I talk, I then get the last minute, I say a bunch of stuff. How many other half-brained ideas do I have to talk about? Let's see. Yes! I want to write as much as possible because I like to rant my ideas out. It's not that I want to rant, it's just that I need to talk. I need to talk to somebody. I need to really vent out my ideas. My life is pretty boring as it is right now. I really need to change it. The biggest change I want to do is location. The location I'm in is not very helpful to me. It's actually hurting me emotionally, severely, viciously. Oh my, do I really don't like where I am right now. And it's not that the people. It's more the place and the location and the people. How to explain it without sounding like a total joke? Because it's really hard to do that. Alright, where I live, I basically work and go home. I really don't do much. The people out around here don't really like to talk to me. I say this because a lot of the people around here have really, really tight little circles. They're little cliques, you know? They're little places where they don't really like other people from other places, and they really don't want to talk to other people from other places. It's because they like to have their own little bubble of I really hate these people. That's their bubble. They like to not like anybody else from any other places. And as they have this little bubble of not wanting to talk to anybody from other places, it causes lovely little issues, such as you can't really make new friends. If you're not from this area, you really can't make new friends unless you know someone that is a friend of said people. Other people won't even acknowledge you as existing. It's really messed up. And as it doesn't seem to affect the people that live here, because if they don't know you, they don't talk to you. That seems pretty easy. And then you have the ones who are new to here, that want to move out here, but they want to be friends with people, but they can only be friends with people that are not from here. So it's all these weird ideas that the locals have that are just so annoying. Alright, there's even a saying about being a biscuit. There's a saying about being a biscuit. If a cat gives birth to kittens in an oven, it doesn't make them biscuits. That's the same saying that they use out here about if you're not a local, and even if you're born out here, if you weren't, multi-generational here, you ain't a local. Is that much of a douchebag move or what? So yeah. What else? As they have these kinds of ideals that I really don't understand, I really question their sanity. Plus, at the same time, whenever I moved from Puerto Rico to North Carolina, on television in Puerto Rico, we could see all these different things, which they call stereotypes, which I didn't even know existed. I'm serious. There's all these things like, wow, that's kind of weird. What do you mean people are like that or like this or so on, or people that just don't like other races in such a manner. In Puerto Rico, everyone is Puerto Rican, unless you're from another island. Then we make jokes about you. So yeah, we make Dominican jokes as if they were blonde jokes from over here. But whenever it came to stereotypes, and I moved to this area, oh my God, did I find miles and miles of racism that I could not believe humans could actually accept and do. Wow. There's such racism in so many areas that people freaked out whenever I dated a black chick. What? Why? Did you lose a bet? I mean, seriously, someone asked me that. Like, oh, what? Wait, what? Plus, at the same time, they were in the area during summer, and then they lost their job, and they were offered a job all the way back in Pennsylvania, so I only dated them for a few weeks before they had to move. So I'm like, crap. But that was my last relationship back in, it ended in October. Wow, I've been single since October. That stinks. Okay, back to this area. I've met a lot of different people out here that are very nice, while some of them are not from this area, that moved to this area, that are very nice, but then they're the people who have been here their whole lives, and they have really melted away their sanity. And I mean, it's like common sense does not apply to some human beings that have been here for way too long. The amount of prejudice and racism and so on that is in this area, it's baffling how they can accept such ideals without question. I mean, I know it's me pointing out that some people are just creepy and wrong, but you really can't say. I'm not allowed to tell people that they're creepy and wrong because, it's their place, their area. They've been here for longer, so, they get the right of being creepy and wrong. Whatever. It's way too confusing with some people. Society itself is its own batch of crazy monkeys. Back to the monkeys. I'm thinking about the monkeys again. I gotta stop thinking about that. I'm out of drink. So where was I? People, reason. Oh, why I'm moving. Top reason I want to move is because I need a higher population. In every population, there is a level and percentage of geekdom, of all sorts of nerdy and dumbass things that I like to do. I call it dumbass things because other people don't like them and they think it is a dumb thing to do. But you know what? I don't care. It's fun things for me. And the reason why I want to do it is because I want to enjoy things that make me happy. Would you prevent me from being happy because it's something that's not commonly acceptable? Because it's not normal? Seriously? I read probably a dozen webcomics each week. I was given books where the books that I won were actually comics. I was given comics as a prize from a contest. I read comics. I like cartoons. I like science fiction. I like things about science, about mysteries, about different things about history. I like different things about what else do I like? I like cooking. Oh my gosh, a guy that cooks but is not barbecue. Very awkward out here. What do you mean you're cooking rice? One guy even followed up with, what do you mean you're cooking rice? You ain't Chinese. Some people are nuts. In this area, I've been baffled by more racist ideas out here than I could actually imagine if I was trying to be purposely hateful. Oh my god, please stay away from my things. You know what? No. Up. Hey, ball. Ouch. You gotta get out. You've been sleeping on my bed. Come on, out. Thank you. He's been sleeping on my bed the whole time, so I didn't bother him until now. Plus, I have my door closed so that my roommate doesn't hear me screaming like an idiot. Yeah, I've heard more racist things in this area that would have been creative as hell to be written in a sitcom. I feel horrible to repeat most of them. There's a guy, white guy, who owns a black lab called Tar Baby. I mean, I was. Yeah, but it's. I want to move out of the area because I want to be around a higher population so I can do more geek stuff, more medieval combat, more comics, all those really ridiculous things that give me so much inspiration by great writers that have all these wonderful stories, wonderful ideas. One of the greatest lines, like the one that I wrote last night in that blog thing about the whole eyes thing, that one came from a book, a fantasy book that's based off of a playing card game. So you can't really knock everything down as, oh, it's immature, or it's this or that. Some people are great writers. They just write for other genres. And I like so many varieties of genres. Oh wow, I just realized I'll point that stuff out later. My brain is like a train wreck anyways. Alright, whichever, coming next.